This is Healing with Friends or Irony, protecting families by protecting the pack, and today we're going to be doing Ontology BNB Mad Hatter tuning. So we're just going to show you how I'm going to be doing this manually here. So let's switch right over. Alright, so normally when I jump around here, I just got to put something on here. Just a sizable trade amount over 1, like it seems like. And then I'm going to uncheck this, uncheck that. Let's full candle close and allow mid sells. Usually it'll be able to sell, get in and out a lot quicker. Here it won't get out as fast, risk of pulling the bag. To increase the amount of trades, which is what we optimize for, I would put this as 3.2, 1.9, 2.1, and then I'll drop this to 5 to increase the frequency in trades, and also this to 5, 12 and 24 here. And then this, depending on whether it's trading or not, I'll probably drop a little lower just to kind of get it to go, to buy in a little more often and sell a little more often. So let's go put 65 there and save that. So now we're gonna go ahead and do a quick back test, maybe 6 days, see what it gets us. It has to load the chart, so we're gonna let it load a bit. Now I can hit it again. It's still loading. Okay, now it's loaded. Now I can hit it, and I should get something. Alright, so I got something there. Purchase. Cool. Alright, so now what I want to do now is probably just see what's going on. Alright, let's do some buys and sells here. See what happens in 2 weeks. Did it get any more trades going? 3%, 2 weeks. I mean, that's enough to get me going, something in the positive range. So now, depending on how you want to do it, let's see, it's not trading very frequently, and in order to increase that, I'll just lower this a little bit more to increase the amount of trades, to get it to go more. And let's just go hit 6 days again. And if that's not going very much, then what else would I do? Let's see here. Let's mess with this Tima. Alright. And that's not going anymore. Let's try tightening a little bit more. Oh, here. I think there's some points here where it's not meeting those minimums. Put those to 0. There you go. Now the trades are coming in quick now, so I think I probably overshot this a little bit too much, but it still looks good. 13%, right? Okay. Now I would actually like to hold a 1% stop loss. Just typically, I want to feel like it's entering at the proper place. I know these safeties kind of help it a little bit, but it kind of defeats the purpose of having a stop loss if if it holds it back for too long and it's undesirable. So I like to keep that there and then tune it based on those settings. Now it does take some time to kind of step them up a little bit, down a little bit, and this is where I'll kind of just use a tuner from this point. So now I got 4%, 5% with a stop loss, which is what I want. I want to be able to only take a 1% loss, and if it does hold the bag to just get me out. So because of those stop losses, I think these are the stop losses initiating, and there's rack a little bit of fees up here, so just kind of keep an eye on that. But then we can then tune it from that point on. You kind of see some of the trades here. Right here is kind of buy, sell low, but buy here it's able to capture a little bit of that over there, which is where it kind of regains all that stuff. But what we want to do is be able to kind of get these gains, but as it starts to accumulate losses, turn those bots off on a simulated account so that we don't rack up fees. But as it starts to trade positively, then turn them back on. Okay. So even though if this is held on the entire time, this is what you get. But I like to just be able to turn the bots on and off accordingly as the market permits. Okay. All right. So now from this point on, you can then kind of massage it from that point. What I'll probably do now is just kind of hit the tuner here, probably just hit one of my settings real quick, and I'll probably do a seeker method with the safety is disabled, and we'll do like a 6-day. We're gonna maximize ROI in trades. Maximum days to hold the bag is that. I'm just gonna reset my variables real quick, so I'm just gonna switch in percentage to fixed steps, and then that looks good. Go ahead and start optimizing for it. So I'm gonna give a few minutes to kind of tune the settings. It'll go positive, negative as it gets better ROI. I'll keep those settings and keep pushing this forward, and analyze the data that way. Okay, so that's about what I do now. I mean, you could probably go positive, negative on each side as it's doing, but it is time consuming when you could be doing other things. And then it'll kind of find a direction whether to go negative 32, I mean down to 31, or positive 33, and I'll kind of watch the ROI. If it doesn't make any difference, it'll go to the next one and do it again. Sometimes adjusting multiple variables does improve it, but right now it's just gonna kind of push it down. See, so this wasn't doing good direction, so it's not gonna go anywhere from that. And I'll probably mess with the Bollinger Bands next, because going down and up didn't really improve it much, even though it did go positive ROI on the upper part, but it just didn't help it at all. So now it's going to go down to the Bollinger Bands. I'll probably change that to 1.6 and 1.4, test that out, see what needs to be done there. So 1.5, so now it's 1.6. So just gotta seek both up and down. So now I think that definitely improved a little bit to 4.96. So I'll probably keep pushing those forward. 1.7, 1.8, and then we'll try to improve it from that point on. So I don't have any actual settings for now, but this is what I would do, and that's the initial settings that I would take to get it started. And then you can kind of manually fine tune it. Unless you have the tuner, then you can just hit that button and walk away from it and come back to it when it's done and work on other things, and then do some trades manually somewhere and go from there. Alright, also want to make a new announcement too, that I'm also taking crypto. I'll propose the address down there. If you want to get access to the group, it's going to be, you're going to have to pay for a whole year in advance. I'll take BTC or EOS. If you want to give me Ethereum, that's fine too, but yeah, I prefer it if you send me some EOS. One less transaction fee or conversion for me, and then and go from there. So that's all I have for today. If you have any coins that you want me to tune for you guys, let me know, comment below, and I'll do that on my next video. So there it goes. Enjoy, and have a good one.